Now, an amazing video classic.
Wilmington, Ohio. State Trooper J. Harold Harker has pulled over two men in a truck with expired out-of-state license plates. He approaches the vehicle from the passenger side to avoid traffic on the busy road.
Wait a minute, gentlemen. Did you drive license, please, sir? And the...
I got it on me right now, sir.
Well, what you tell me is if you got no ID whatsoever in this vehicle.
No, but I don't.
Because the men offer no identification, Trooper Harker is unaware that he's talking to Chevie and Shane Kehoe, two brothers known to have ties to anti-government militias. At the time of this stop, Chevie, the driver, is also a murder suspect. He is considered armed and dangerous.
Get back here with me a second, sir.
Well, I don't want you going and searching through all my stuff.
I'm not searching through you, sir.
No,
I'm going to put you in my car.
Listen, sir, I don't want no problems. I don't.
You're going in my car, and I'm not violating you, sir.
I feel violated.
The officer senses trouble. Inside the truck, the passenger, Shane, is acting suspiciously. He reaches under the seat and watches the trooper through the side view mirror. Just as Harker is about to call for backup, Deputy Sheriff Robert Gates happens to stop at the scene.
I noticed that Trooper Harker was motioning his arms back and forth like he was really having a stern talk with the driver. I felt that the trooper may be having trouble with him, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll stop.
Deputy Gates keeps a sharp eye on the passenger, while Trooper Harker waits patiently for the driver to submit to a weapons search.
Now, the choice is yours. What do you want to do, sir?
When suddenly, the suspect makes a run for it. Then, all hell breaks loose. Watch again. Chevie Kehoe runs back to the truck and tries to escape. While the policemen struggle to subdue him, Shane Kehoe takes deadly aim at the officers from inside the vehicle.
Coming up and over top of the seat is an all-black semi-automatic handgun in the hands of Shane Kehoe. He brings it over the seat, starts pointing it towards me as he's leaning across the seat towards me. I have my gun drawn. I fire 2 rounds. After I fire my rounds, you can see Shane jerk across the seat. And we believe at this time he was struck by one of the bullets, and it was stopped by his bullet-resistant vest.
But this gunfight is just beginning. Shane Kehoe emerges from the truck, shooting directly at Deputy Gates. The officer returns fire, but loses his balance and falls flat on his back. Bullets ricochet off the ground around him. Then, Trooper Harker fires at the suspect from behind the hood of the truck. Now, for the first time ever, Trooper J. Harold Harker talks about his role in the fierce gun battle.
I felt comfortable that I had hit him because of the abrupt reaction. I've hunted deer and large game, and I know what a large animal looks like when it's hit.
But the wounded suspect refuses to surrender. He bolts from the scene and Deputy Gates chases him. Meanwhile, Chevie Kehoe jumps into the truck and shifts it into gear. The suspect takes off with Trooper Harker hanging on. The officer is dragged several feet before Kehoe slams the door and drives away. Then, a massive manhunt begins.
See if you can get an aircraft. The subject in the Suburban has fled the scene. I have another subject out on foot. Shots have been fired.
Minutes later, Wilmington Police Officer Robert Martin spots Chevie Kehoe's truck and chases him into the parking lot of a local business. But then, Kehoe opens fire, blasting a bullet directly into the windshield of the patrol car. Then the suspect runs behind a building and vanishes.
Am I bleeding? Am I bleeding? Okay. Hunting electric, PD. Shots fired at me. AR-15 rifle.
Clear, AR-15 rifle at Clinton Electric. All units be advised. Automatic rifle, Clinton Electric.
The Kehoe brothers manage to escape, but they are arrested 6 months later and sent to prison. The officers who put their lives on the line will never forget their horrifying brush with the brothers from hell.